Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. I don't know why I keep saying good afternoon when it's actually morning, but whatever. It just crazy stuff comes out of my mouth. So let's get into this game. It is Daily Masters. It is going to be a TvZ with some extremely highly ranked players. So up the top left side of the map, it is going to be none other than TLO, the little one, and we might as well look up stats. So we do it for everybody else, so we might as well do it for TLO. He's from Germany, plays for Team Liquid, and number 26 on the WCS with 2,200 points. So definitely one of those big players out there making a splash. And speaking of big players out there, is none other than Happy. He is from Russia. He plays for Team Empire, and he's currently number 45 on the WCS with 1,200 points. So some very, very awesome players from outside South Korea having a go at each other this game, and we're going to see exactly who comes out on top. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, TLO, extremely awesome player. Happy, extremely awesome player. And this game, as you can see, is actually quite long, so I think this is going to be a very, very epic game right here. I think this is going to be completely over the top with some crazy stuff going on. I mean, was it Terran versus Zerg? So we could be seeing probably triple M sort of stuff. I don't know. I wouldn't expect to see Mech played against a Zerg player. Mech is kind of a funky thing which you generally only see versus other Terran players. So probably going to be triple M. And TLO, what's he going to go for? He could go Mutaling. Mutaling, definitely not a bad play versus the triple M. We'll almost certainly be seeing Banelings in some form, because I mean Roach Hydra versus triple M, it just doesn't quite pack the punch. I mean, against all those Marines and Marauders, when you stim them up, everything just flies away. It's just so we'll probably be seeing Mutaling or some sort of battle, and Widow Mines, probably be seeing a ton of Widow Mines as well. So probably going to be seeing triple M plus Widow Mines against Mutaling, and it'll be that crazy all over the place sort of play that we're so used to seeing in epic TvZ games. Yeah, so that's going to be pretty awesome. It's actually, I've got the window open and there's all sorts of noises coming in from outside, but I do not think they're getting picked up by the microphone, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I might close the window, but it's such a nice day today, so I'm just going to leave it open, I feel like. Even though there is flies coming in, buzzing in all over the place, I'm just going to leave it open. I asked there's a recycling truck. It is recycling day today, so yeah. not that you guys really worry about that, but the Reaper does get stuck in there. We saw one drone get killed by the Reaper, so that's okay. It's alright. It's not spectacular, but you know, what can you say? So there we go. Happy going to be getting up his second command center, preparing for an expansion. He'll getting a nice fast factory and a reactor. So that is going to be some nice fast Hellbat play. Sorry, Hellion play, I assume. Maybe Hellbats if he gets an armory, but I don't think so. Getting this command center around, I mean, for Hellbat play, you need to get a star. No, he's got a star. He's got a starport. That's pretty nice, but he still needs an armory for Hellbat play. So this may be just, where is this thing? Where is this damn thing? There it is. It's building it up the back. So yeah, if he was building an armory, I'd say Hellbat drops, but it looks like it's just going to be Hellions for now. Just flying in and going to be trying to roast some Zerg, which is of course the Hellions' dream, is just to be running into a Zerg place, roasting some drones. That's what they dream about all damn day. Meanwhile, on the Zerg side of the map, we don't have a lot. We've got a couple of Creep Shimmers, we've got a couple of Overlords. No lair as of yet, nothing else other than a spawning pool. So it looks like TLO's just macroing up like an absolute beast. We're going to be seeing the third base going down very soon. There's the drone going out to build it right now. So actually a spine crawler coming down just for a bit of defense. You must know that something's coming out very soon, but yeah, I don't know if he knows exactly what's coming out. It's actually the first two Hellions. So I know there was two ones already out there, so 4 Hellions total, and they're going to have a crack, but with a bunch of Queens all around here, I don't think they're going to be able to make it past. Yeah, look at this beautiful gate that TLO has sort of set up. There's a bit of a gap in it, but The Hellions would take so much damage trying to get through there. It's just not even funny. So, yes, he's going to back off, and these Hellions going to be just reduced to scouting. At some point, they're going to... Oh, they've already seen the third base. They've already gone off and scoured that, so very, very nice job. Another Hellion over there, actually. More Hellions coming out, but we will see. He's actually taken out a couple of Overlords. How is TLO supply capped? Ah, there's a Viking flying around. Very nice. So that's how he's supply capped, and not good at all to be running out. Oh, the Hellions pushing in very, very hard. They're going to get completely owned, but hopefully they could roast some drones. Oh, yes, let's have a look at the drone roast count. Oh, it's up to 5 already. These Hellions going nuts. 5 workers, 4 lings. That's not a small amount of drones. I mean, especially considering all of the scouting these Hellions have already done. I mean, they're definitely paying for themselves to some degree. As we're dumped to 7 workers, we're up to 8. Oh, 9, 10. We got to 10 workers. Those Hellions really, really did make up for it. I mean, 5 Hellions for 10 workers. And that's not even including the lings they took out. So, very nice job from Happy there. Got quite a lot of stuff done. And we're going to be seeing a counter-attack coming down here. But it should be alright. The Hellion's going to be roasting these lings. The lings just have to get out of there. Actually, they're running around, hopefully to go into the main base. Not fully knocked over here. He needs to get this supply depot up. He needs to get it up. He needs to raise this other one. He needs to get some guys in there. Actually, he's got a bunch of Hellions over here. A bunch of Marauders. Actually, this thing's full of Marauders. That's crazy how much you can fit in a single medevac. So, looking for some Marauder Hellion play, actually. Which might be interesting. This might be very interesting. I know Marauder Hellbat works exceptionally well. So, Marauder Hellion, I don't see why that would work any less well. Oh, he needs some Marines in this bunker, man. Oh, there's Banelings. Oh, this is going to suck. Is the Viking going to see them? He sees something. He sees a ling over there. He needs to scout this out. This is so devastating. But right now, Happy's just going in. This is why he's got the Marauders, so he can actually take out buildings. And that hatchery is going to go down. But look at these forces going in for the bunker. And everything gets wiped out. And now TLO has free reign inside this base. And oh, the workers. All the workers, they're going to be running for it, but the lings are going to be harassing them all over the place, and there's nothing back at the main base for Happy, which he can really use to push these lings away. He's left himself quite unprotected. His force is going to have to run back, try and hold this off. The workers are still going nuts, but the lings are chasing them. If we have a look, it's 42 over 30, so 29 now. So in one fell swoop, TLO has evened up this game for all of those workers that he lost before. Look at that, 13 workers lost now, and as well as that base. So, I mean, Happy was doing a great job. He took out all those workers with the Hellions. He took out this base, and in one go, TLO has evened it up, and maybe even caught up a little bit in terms of the workers, because, yes, 13 versus 10 lost. So very nice. But Happy is not going to let TLO get away with that. He's like, you know what, I can own you, but you're not allowed to own me. So he's going to be pushing out now. Going to try and make something happen. We do, yes, there's our production tab. And here come the Hellions, going to be chasing these lings all over the place. The lings don't have much chance of getting in right now. Of course, they can hide out quite a bit. And here we go, Marauders going nuts over here, and the Hellions going to be protecting them from the lings. And there we go, nice expansion being cancelled there. And so far, TLO not having a lot of luck keeping a third base alive, with Happy going out and making a ton of great plays. Here we go, Marauders coming in, but they're going to have to run for it. This is not a good situation. Manages to jump him into the medevac just before they would have been killed. Oh, the Hellions in the right place at the right time, and the lings trying to sneak in did not get what they needed to do. Looks like this guy's just waiting to burrow. Not currently burrowed. There we go. Ooh, is he going to burrow? Is he going to burrow? Better burrow soon, because this Viking could land and just blow him away. Oh, look at this. Coming back in with some more Marauders down here. But does TLO know about it? He's got Banelings in position anyway, so... Oh, here they go. The Banelings coming in, and he just has to lift off. And there are some Mutalisks. So we're definitely looking at Mutaling in this game for TLO. And Happy is building his third base. He's got to be thinking about it soon. But the real thing that he's got to be thinking about is how to deal with mutas right now. He's got some Marines up. It's a very nice amount of Marines. He's going to be taking out one muta, just softening up the second one. And whether or not he's going to go for Widow Mines right now is the question. I think he definitely should be going for Widow Mines. They're great defensively. You just put them on the edge of your map, start wiping out huge clumps of mutas with them. And they're great just sowing them all over the place. They really do help in this sort of situation. I'm actually surprised that Happy is continuing to go for such a large amount of lings. I mean, we can see right here, there's, they do alright, but in the end, versus a crap load of lings with Baneling support, with muta support, Hellions, I mean, they just don't do the damage. They do damage against straight up lings, but against Banelings, no, they don't. And against mutas, they're completely useless, so unless you would morph them into Hellbats, who are a lot beefier and can do a lot more damage, then no, it's not really going to work. And look at this. Marines all going down, and here is the problem. See, they're Hellbats. The Hellions, sorry, just nothing left, and they're going to try and roast some workers before they get taken out. They get one worker, and then they get taken out. So not good. And so far, Happy, not very happy about how that play went. But I can pretty safely assume he's not going to be building any more Hellions. He's going to be going into Widow Mines. So there we go, this is exactly what he needs to do, and he's going to be pretty good. He's actually still got 2 Hellions left over, so that's going to be fine. Let's have a look at his upgrades. He's just finished 2-2 actually. We have a look at the upgrades for TLO. He's already got 2-2, so it's just going to come down to 3-3 right now. But TLO actually getting level 2 air weapons, so he really wants his mutas to pack a punch. And oh, that Marine. That poor, he's actually going for a 5th base rise right now, and if he can hold off and stop Happy from getting his 3rd, it will be insane. But I don't think he's going to do it right now. I don't think he's got enough, and he's got a ton of mutas, but mutas on their own, it's not going to help it. He needs the Baneling support, and he really needs the creep spread. I mean, the creep spread is getting out there, but he really needs to push it a lot harder. Really needs to get it right above this sort of section here, very, very close to the Terran base. And until he does that, I mean, this 3rd base is just going to be sitting pretty, and I don't think he's going to be able to do too much about it. Maybe send mutas in, but I have a feeling that Happy should be able to reinforce this quite quickly. He's already getting some missile turrets up, so that's pretty awesome. It's funny how they build a missile turret, and once it's finished building, there's already a guy inside it. So I don't know whether they built the guy, whether this guy in the missile turret is a cyborg or something. Oh, throwing out the missiles. It looks like mutas take 5 hits to get killed from a missile turret, and considering how fast they shoot, that's not a long amount of time. So mutas, I mean, they're pretty beefy. Well, they're not super beefy. 120 health is pretty beefy though, and they do get taken out quite fast. So that's a bit crazy. It's very crazy. So TLO continuing to go on with the mutas. He's putting his faith in the mutalisks. And we will see if that helps him out. He's going for the using the mutalisk speed to his advantage to try and get in here, try and do some damage. We've got a bunch of Marines ready to go on a drop play though, so the mutas are just not going to be wanting to run into that. Yeah. And what else we got? Just got a ton of Banelings. We're just waiting for the creep spread basically before TLO can really make anything happen, because he does not want to get all his forces way out in no man's land with all those Banelings. I mean, it's just not a good idea. They get owned so easily by properly microed stim Marines and stim Marauders. When they're off the creep, they get owned so easily by a Masters level player with stim triple M. It's just hilarious. And then the mutas, I mean, really TLO's main focus is going to be keeping his Baneling numbers up in this game, because Banelings are going to be dying left, right and centre. He's going to take just enough of them out to be able to hold back the Marine pressure, but he's going to need to keep on top of those guys really, really badly. Oh, the bunker. What a great bunker. And just a couple of... Oh, what a snipe right there. Just the Widowmine was just getting prepped up to shoot, and boom, took it out with the Overseer. So very, very risky play there, and you can see he's got a bunch of extra Overseers. He knows that the Terran player is probably going to start trying to snipe his Overseers, so he's got 5 of them total in there, and that's going to make sniping them very, very hard. But Happy so far, he's doing pretty good at holding back this muta clump, and TLO not really pushing back with his banelings, not really pushing in with them. I mean, we've said it's a bad idea, but I mean, at some point, you need to push in with those guys. And here we go, the banelings chasing after those marine forces. Got a few of them, and this is what happens. The mutas come in, they try and bait the marines out, and try and bait the marines out into the baneling forces, but the thing is, TLO has to start trading at some point, because, yeah, he's maxed out. He's maxed out, and he wants to start trading before Happy gets maxed out. So he's probably going to have to start building a ton of lings, and just going in and just wiping out the Terran player. And that's what he's thinking about doing right here. Leading them in with the mutas, getting the marines to chase the mutas, and the banelings hit these guys. And that is what he's going to be doing. Oh, massive amounts of banelings. Preparing for the marines to come down here. Going to hit him from as many sides as he can. Morphing in a bunch more banelings as well. And this Terran force, I do not know if they're in trouble or if they're going to own this hatchery. It could be either one right now. Depends on how good the banelings do. But the marines so far, pressing in nicely. Here comes the massive form of banelings. They get out one group, they get out another group. They're running in, they're doing great amounts of damage. It looks like Happy is going to barely hold on here. Maybe, although those banelings just keep on coming. And he's really pushed up against the wall there. So that was an excellent attack by TLO, saving all his banelings for the right moment, getting in all the right angles, and he did a phenomenal job of wiping out marines there. Happy was definitely the loser in that engagement, no doubt at all. And look at that, pushed back to 100 supply, whereas TLO was still about 150, so absolutely phenomenal. And that was a pretty major victory, I gotta say. Just, he didn't take out any economy from Happy, but he took out a ton of marines. Although Happy is building 12 at a time, so maybe he can get back a bit faster than I thought. The important thing is, though, he protected his base, and TLO's economy right now is scary. It's very intimidating. Look at the gas income. That's how much that's like 12 mutas a minute, not including anything else he spends gas on. Well, including everything else he spends his gas on, I suppose. But yeah, these marine forces, man. Yeah, Happy is definitely pushed behind right there. And another attack like that, and I think TLO can just roll on in and just start owning Happy's bases. And he's definitely looking to put his sights on the third base right here. Not giving Happy any room to really maneuver with those banelings. Didn't really take out any marines. He took out this building, whatever the hell that was. So let's hope that wasn't like a ghost academy or something. It was actually another command center. I was thinking about a fourth base, so not good. Bit of a waste of Baileys though. You would have preferred them to actually be attacking marines, but what can you do? And here we go, the Baileys coming in. They see marines on the creep and they're like, hey, let's take them all out. We've actually got ultras coming out as well, and that is going to be a bit of a wrinkle in the plan because of course you need a lot of marauders, and right now Happy just has a bajillion marines and no marauders at all. I don't think he's got a single marauder on the field. There's 73 marines, no marauders. So with no marauders, I mean, Widowmines do a bit versus the ultras, but for the most part they're just going to get wiped out. And the marines are just going to get owned left, right, and center. They're having enough trouble staying alive with the banelings on the field. When you start introducing the ultras, the marines are just going to get owned. And look at this beautiful two-pronged attack. I mean, going in from both sides at the same time. Bunch of lings. They're not actually attacking here. Deciding not to make it work, he decides he needed some banelings. And here we go. Happy actually pushing out. But there's still more than enough lings to send away this marine force. Maybe. I do not know, but ouch. Just ouch. There we go. Those mutas are going to be clearing up, and we did see some ultras coming out. So I don't know if Happy saw those ultras. If he did, he's going to have to be switching some tech labs over ASAP. Tech lab. There we go. 3 more tech labs coming down. 4 more tech labs, actually. So that is going to be all for Marauder production, because he knows he needs Marauder production right now. He's got enough marines. I feel he's probably got enough marines. But yeah, those ultras are just going to be so scary to deal with. He's actually going for level 3 air armor. I don't think we've ever seen level 3 air armor in a pro game. It's just such a... I usually go for the ground upgrades first, but he's already got 3-3 there. And 5-3 on the ultras. If I could select an ultra, I could tell you. Oh, damn. Give me an ultra. Give me an ultra. Give me an ultra. There we go. Ultra. So it's got 3-5 already. Mutas, man. He's upgrading them all to the max. Those mutas are going to be absolutely devastating, and they're not going to die all that fast either. They're going to stay alive for very long, which is very important versus the Marines because, of course, they don't have much attack. Their attack damage isn't that high. So with forces with less attack, because the way armor works, it just reduces it by 1 or 2. It's not a percentage base. It's just a straight up amount. So that means with opponents that attack fast, but with small amounts, armor is proccing twice, 3 times as much as if you've got a really heavy slow attack. So very nice. And look at TLO, man. Look at the balls on this guy. Actually expanding down to Happy's own 5th base space. And he can't even expand over there. So TLO is just completely taken over right here. And is just completely owning everywhere. Happy... Any thought that he was in some sort of control in this game has got to be going out the window. Look at these guys. They're going for the base. They're attacking the creep tumors. They're like, alright, we're going to go to a base. There's no base over here. He's actually killing them to make room for supply. He knows how screwed he is right now. He knows that he has to move out there. He has to make a favourable exchange to be able to take these guys out, to be able to kill more than he's going to lose. And then he can get his 4th base out and try and get back into this game. But he has to make a favourable exchange with this army. And for that, he needs as many units as he can possibly get, which is why he was sacking those workers. So, wow, he's actually down to 7 workers. 7? Is that serious? He's down to 7 workers? His army is going to be huge. 107. He's got a massive, massive army here. Absolutely insane amount of units right now for Happy. He's almost maxed out with 7 workers only. That's crazy. Of course, he's going to have 1 shot right here. In 1 shot and 1 shot only. If he cannot make this work, he is going to be screwed because he will not have the economy for a 2nd shot. So he's got to make it work right now. And I don't know, even if he makes it work, he's got to do critical damage to TLO straight away. And I'm not sure if he can do it. I'm really not. But, because I mean, TLO, let's say best case scenario, Happy's got 187, TLO's got 140. So he wipes out everything, he keeps 100 supply. Even then, TLO can just macro up, and its force is so fast, it's not even funny. Look at this, we got everything going on here. The main force coming across. It's going to be absolutely epic. He's wiping out the creep. We've got a flank from both sides on TLO waiting to move in. He's got tons of creep. He's got tons of bailies. He's got tons of ultras. And look at the fungals going down. That is phenomenal. A phenomenal amount of fungals. And Happy so far, he's not doing well at all. He is not trading favorably. He is trading extremely unfavorably. Went down to 26 under 116. So the fungals, the ultras, the banelings. Oh, it was just phenomenally well played by TLO right there. Absolutely insane. And Happy, man, just a combination of fungals, banelings, and ultralisks just completely destroyed his marine army. And I mean, numbers do not make up for great counters, and that is why he lost that game. So there we go. I mean, it was a nice last-ditched attempt, but in the end, he was countered. So there's nothing he can do about that. So there we go. Thank you very much for watching this game. Congratulations to TLO for a beautiful victory right there. And just crazy expansions, man. He is... Oh, that's so insane. Really insane. So anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. This has been Hairy Muppet. I hope you enjoyed this awesome TvZ. See you guys later.